time for some arpeggios. We're going to try to play some Kirk Hammett style arpeggios. And basically the pattern which we're going to use is going to be very reminiscent to this pattern, which we looked at last time. I think it went... that kind of stuff. We're going to do that with an arpeggio. And we're going to start on the 15th fret on the E string. So we're going to play something like... and to get this right, it's essential that you're very careful with the index finger. To get this right, it's essential that you flatten the index finger. But you also have to be careful that you don't get two notes ringing at the same time. Like that. And that can be a cool effect, but we should try to avoid it here. So, in order to achieve, or to not get two notes ringing at the same time, you have to angle your index finger. So, I'm exaggerating the movement now. So don't do it like this. You can hear the noise. If you haven't figured out the pattern yet, it goes like this. Pick, pull up, pick, pick. That's it. It's a 16th note pattern. We get 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna mix that one with this kind of pattern. So, pick, pick, hammer on, pull off, pick, pick. If we play them together, we get... Now we're gonna move this pattern up in the E minor scale, and by doing that we get different arpeggios. And with this approach you really don't have to understand the name of every arpeggio, you don't even have to understand the function of the arpeggios, because you can do this kind of approach. Move the arpeggios around like that. If you know the key, if you know that the backing goes in E minor, for instance, then you can just use the arpeggios that are found in the E minor scale, and it will sound good. So what we're doing is the second arpeggio is found here on the 17th fret, on the 14th fret, and on the 15th fret. It's a D major triad arpeggio. And hopefully you will realize how I'm thinking if you look at the provided scale charts where I've outlined the arpeggios, so you can see where they kind of fit in the E minor scale. So the second one goes like this: 17th fret. We're just doing the same pattern as the other one was. So you can see the similarities. And then we're going to move each and every note up one step in the scale. So we get an E minor triad arpeggio. And then we do the same thing, and we get up to the 20th fret here, and we get an F sharp diminished arpeggio. So the whole thing... And if we add this little variation pattern, whoa, and I hope you recognize the last pattern there. So in order to get this approach down, I really suggest, if you don't know the E minor scale, that you start learning a few of the boxes in the E minor scale. And you can use the provided scale chart, and also try to understand how we horizontally move around this pattern and achieve different arpeggios by doing so. And once again, the arpeggios have different names, but they fit in a E minor kind of situation if you've taken them from the E minor scale. So that's a pretty simple rule to start doing some advanced arpeggio stuff. So, good luck with all these ideas and techniques. And until next time, practice, 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 practice. Yeah, you know it by now, don't you? You have to practice in order to get somewhere. So practice! 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 Well, I have to calm down.